Hi, my name is Wyman, and in my presentation today, I'll be discussing mirror neurons. Mirror neurons are one of the many types of neurons that we have in our brain. Basically, a mirror neuron is a neuron that acts when an action is being observed or watched. And for example, this could be watching someone run or playing a sport and taking note of the little movements that they do to complete an action or complete a task at hand in the sport. Or it could be something as simple as like peeling a banana or doing other little daily things that we do in our everyday life. According to Marshall in 2014, the first discovery of mirror neurons was in the premotor cortex of the macaque monkey, and it was also shown in his article that it was found out that birds also have mirror neurons in their brain. And after this was discovered that animals had these neurons, it launched a whole new study within neuroscience that researchers wanted to see if humans also had these mirror neurons that fired when watching someone complete a task or watching something be done in front of them. And after a lot of studies, it was shown a lot of people created their own theories of different types of like functions that they believe that mirror neurons had. Since mirror neurons' main function is usually helping us learn how to mimic an action that is done by another person so that we can also complete that action, I think that the topic that mainly relates to these neurons is the idea of learning. And one of the articles that I used to help find my information was by Sean O, which came out in 2014. And the article mainly talked about how babies are believed to have their mirror neurons very much firing all the time because since neurons help us learn, it helps the babies learn around their environment, like watch their parents, see how they act, see what they do in their daily life, and see how kind of the environment around them is, so that they know like how to act and like how to do things. And then there are two main like ideas of how mirror neurons function, and one of them, according to Rizzolatti in 2014, some researchers believe that mirror neurons are used with sensory-motor associative learning. And what that basically is the use of imitating to learn something new, which I think makes sense because based on like one of the three learning types is visual learning, which that's when basically you just have to watch someone else in front of you do something that helps you learn things better. I know that's like one of my like learning types that helps me better. But then in another article by Cahill that also came out in 2014, there's other researchers that believe that mirror neurons are mainly based on rational decision making, which means that the mirror neurons allow us to watch someone do something and then analyze it to create a goal that we want to maximize and try to complete. And I think this really relates back to like the idea of like watching someone play a sport to learn how to do that sport. When we're learning new sports or new actions, we have to look at the goal, see how we're supposed to act, and then if we don't complete our goal, then we can continue to keep working at that to maximize our goal and finally learn how to do something. So what we know based on the information that I have like read and the articles that I've gone through for my project, there are many different ideas on how people believe that mirror neurons function in general, but no matter which function you believe is the proper function of mirror neurons, they all pretty much do have the same underlying function, which basically is that we observe someone else do another action, and then us ourselves we use the neurons help us try to perform that action and basically mimic it. A question that I like wondered about while going through all this research is that is it just like small actions that the mirror neurons mainly fire for, or is it pretty much any action? From the research I've done, I think it's pretty much any action, but I wonder also, do the mirror neurons work better with some actions than others? But the question that I created for the class to answer is that do you think that mirror neurons work more in a sensory or motor associative learning type, or do you think it's more used for the rational decision where you create the goal based on what you watch and then you try to complete that goal properly? This is my reference page for all the references I used during the presentation, and then that's it. Thank you for watching.